it's so big, it's so complex, it's so beyond our minds that we're kind of terrified to open to that, open to the unknown, open to not knowing, open to um, the whole thing, including life and including death. What is this world? What is this life? What is this universe? What is the point of being born, and what is the point of dying, and what should we do while we're alive? And finally, who am I? That these questions are so big and fundamental, and there is no, let's say, direct answer. Certainly not in English, not in words, not in German, not in Japanese. There's no answer, and in that we can conceptualize in our minds, and so we secretly have no idea what's going on. We want to know what's going on so that we can survive, we can figure it out, we can do the right thing. And it's so big, it's so complex, it's so beyond our minds that we're kind of terrified to open to that, open to the unknown, open to not knowing, open to um, the whole thing, including life and including death. And in that, we then opt for a small jail cell of a story of myself, a story of me and my life and how important it is. And so, yeah, in the terror to face the enormity and the unknown and simply not knowing, and the terror of that, we opt for suffering because it's safer. And so if you're here, some part of you has had enough of that. Some part of you is in love with this unknown, has tasted it, perhaps. I know many of the people on this call have tasted it, not just a little bit, but has had a full taste of it. And in that moment, and you have to tell the truth about this, that it wasn't terrifying. It was terrifying in leading up to it. It was sure, it was terrifying being on the edge of this unknown. But in the moment of surrender, in the moment of saying yes, a full yes to not knowing, a full yes to even just to the terror itself, there's bliss, there's love, there's peace, there's relief, there's silence. And then there can be a certain kind of knowing, a self-knowing, sort of self-knowing itself. And wisdom can come out of your mouth quite mysteriously out of this unknowing.